Timing is not about external events. It's where your inner readiness meets the right outer opportunity. You are in charge of your energy. Remember, you can decide what energy you bring in. You might not be able to control the world around you, but you can choose to do the inner work. You can choose to heal yourself, to become more aware, to let go of what's no longer serving you, and to open your heart to what's more possible for you next. That kind of work creates space for synchronicity, for flow, for what some people call luck. But what we know is alignment. When you do the right thing in the right time, that's luck. That's when you feel like things flowing so easily and effortlessly. That's why I use numerology with all my clients, because numerology helps me to guide them when it's the right time. It's not about superstition or prediction. It's about creating a deeper relationship with yourself and the timing of your life. It is science. It gives language to what your soul already knows. It gives you answers. It reminds you that nothing is random. You're part of a larger rhythm, frequency, and you're allowed to trust it. That's when you start trusting yourself, because you are like, oh, I'm in the right time, right space. This podcast is for the soul who knows there is more, the one who's been carrying it all for far too long. If you're ready to let go of old stories, to stop replaying the past and start living from your truth, you're in the right place. This is your moment to release the noise and reconnect to what's real. Welcome to Baggage Begun, Healing Hearts and Minds. I'm Tami Mahmali. The power of timing, how to use time to your advantage. Bonus numerology tips. Hey, and welcome back to Baggage Begun, Healing Hearts and Minds. I'm Tami Mahmali, and before we begin, I want to take a moment to thank you. Thank you for showing up, for being willing to listen, and for choosing to do the inner work that not everyone is brave enough to face. This space exists so you can finally release the mental and emotional baggage you've been carrying and return to the truth of who you are, whole, clear, and free. And today we are going to explore topics I've been wanting to unpack for a long time. It's about timing, but not the kind you track on clocks or calendars. I'm talking about divine timing, that often invisible yet deeply felt, like in the right vibration, the rhythm that shapes every step we take. You know, when you feel really lucky, when it's the time. We have all experienced moments when things just flow, where the pieces come together with such ease. Everything is ready for us. It almost feels surreal. And we have also those frustrating periods of time where no matter how much effort we put, nothing moves and we feel like unlucky and we begin to question ourselves what we want to do. This is not just a coincidence. It's not a failure, and it's certainly not always about whether you're doing enough or the right thing. In truth, it's often about the timing. There is a timing that everything aligns, and when you're ready and you know about it, it's easy to do the actions. So in today's episode, we are going to ask and answer a few essential questions. Why does timing really matter so much? How do you know when it is the right time? And how can tools like numerology help you understand the season you're in so you can make choices that match that year? You stop second-guessing yourself. You stop chasing and looking for answers outside yourself. You begin to trust your timing and you take the actions because you have clarity. Because when you understand timing deeply, personally, practically, something profound happens. What the world calls luck starts to feel a lot more like co-creation. You begin to trust the frequency, the current you're meant to take action, the right timing for you. And you feel really lucky because it's the right time. And when it's not the right time, you don't kill yourself overdoing and exhausting yourself. So let's get into it. I'm so excited. Let's begin with questions I often ask the people I work with. What if luck is not random? What if those moments, let's say the right person crossing your path, the opportunity that lands in your inbox, the project that suddenly takes off, are not about chance. They're not just happening. What if those are simply moments when your internal state lines up with your external reality, meaning you're exactly in the year that those shifts supposed to happen? This is the core of everything I have learned through my own healing, my subconscious work, and years of guiding others through their journeys with numerology. Timing is not just about the calendar. It's about the frequency, it's about the energy, and you can take charge over your energy. And there are seasons when you're ready emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and when you are, life responds accordingly. You say yes to a move. You say yes to an action. You launch the things you were afraid to start. You speak when you need to speak. You meet someone and it just clicks. You were not lucky. You were at the right timing and aligned with what you wanted. And the opposite is also true. We try to force something before it's time, before we are ready. Everything feels heavy, exhausting, confusing. Not because we are broken, not because we are wrong, but because we are out of rhythm with the energy around us. It's not the time, it's not the year for you to take these actions. That's why understanding your personal timing is so powerful. It guides you to stop fighting life and start partnering with that. You become co-creator. It brings clarity, peace of mind, answers, and sense of trust in the unfolding of your process. Let's bring numerology into this now, not as some mystical prediction tool, but as a practical language for energy. A way of making the invisible visible, a system that allows you to better understand the season you're in, so you can move with life easily, effortlessly, instead of against it, fighting, feeling heavy and things are not working for you. With this, if you continue listening and you figure out your year, your personal year, you're going to be able to take the actions that actually align. So numerology and timing. Numerology is an ancient system that teaches us how numbers carry energetic vibrations. Every number holds its own quality, frequency, and wisdom. And each year of your life vibrates with one of these energies. And that's why I thought it's so important to just explain it to you so you understand and things gonna be able to unfold for you easily. We call this your personal year number, and learning how to calculate and understand it can change the way you plan, decide, and show up. Here's how to calculate it. You take your birthday month and birthday and add them to the current year. Then reduce the total to a single digit. Basically, you sum them up. Let's walk through an example. If your birthday is March 15, that's 3 plus 1 plus 5. And let's say the current year, this year is 2025, so you sum 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5. Now add them all up. Total is 18. Then we reduce the 18 to single number. It's 1 plus 8, it's 9. That tells you that you're in personal year 9, a year of closure, completion, and preparation for a new chapter. It's a time to let go of anything that no longer serves your growth so you can create space for a new cycle that's coming. I'm going to go through all the numbers. We're going to elaborate about that. Now imagine knowing this before making big decisions. You're thinking, let's say, of buying a house. Is this the year to build or the year to release and wait? That's not the year to buy. Or you're considering going back to school. Does the timing support expansion or inner reflection? Let's say you are dating someone and wondering if this could be your person. Does your current cycle support partnership or that's not the right time? You want to start a new business or move to a new country. Are you in a cycle of planting or not? This is what numerology can offer. Because when you know that, you stop controlling and you start planning. It gives you a mirror to understand the timing of your life. And don't worry, I will guide you through what each personal year means in the rest of this episode. But I want you to remember this first. Timing is where readiness meets opportunity. You don't need to force it. You don't need to rush. You don't need to think, oh my God, I'm late, I can't do it. You just need to listen, align, and act when your season says yes to you. So basically, listening, having the awareness, and then planning. If you're curious to dive deeper or you want guidance finding and learning more about your personal year, you can always reach out and schedule a session. But for now, I invite you to stay tuned until the end, because in just a moment, we are going to explore what each year from 1 to 9 represent and how you can use that insight to plan your next move with clarity and confidence. Let's start. The personal year cycle, it's 1 through 9. After you sum all your birthday numbers, check out the number and I'm going to guide you. We're going to start. Personal year 1, the year of new beginning. If this is your personal year, congratulations. I'm clapping for you. I'm excited for you. Personal year number 1 means that you ended the cycle and you're starting fresh. A new beginning! Congratulations! This is a year where a new 9-year cycle begins. It's a time to welcome, reclaim your voice, take initiative, and act independently. It's ideal for launching projects, changing direction, or clarifying long-term goals. If you are partnering with someone, the dynamic might shift and you're gonna seek autonomy. Partnering focuses on modeling self-trust. That's the year to become independent and trust yourself. Education and traveling by yourself can spark major growth. So whatever you're doing by yourself, that's the time that your inner voice gonna ask you to become independent and find your voice. So yes, say yes. Yes to new paths. Yes to new opportunities. Yes to writing your voice. Yes to opening and launching new things. Don't wait for permission or cling to the past or someone else. Find your voice, and that's the time to rebirth. We are moving to personal year 2. If this is your year, congratulations. This is the year of alignment and connection. This is the year for partnering. So now is the time to slow down. Last year, you started something. Now you're going to wait to see the fruits. So you refine and you listen. After the bold energy of personal year number 1, this year invites emotional wisdom, intuition, and meaningful connection. Partnering for other people that can uplift you and help you focus on collaboration. Quiet, consistency, and building trust in relationships. Romantic life deepens through emotional presence, learning how to deepen your relationship and bringing intimacy. If you are partnering, offer support without overdoing. Learning how to flourish in small group settings. Travel should be a place where you relax and bring more excitement. Don't rush, let things unfold naturally. It's the year that you're gonna feel like you're a pregnant woman and you need to wait for your baby to come out. So just listen to your heart. We are moving to personal year number 3, and I'm so excited. The year of creative expression. This was the year I made the most art, and I wrote my book, my children's book in this year. This is a vibrant year for self-expression, visibility and joy, learning to do things because you're excited about them and bring more of your gifts. Let emotions flow through creativity, communication, and connection. If you want to launch your podcast, that's the year. Professionally, share your voice and grow your audience. Romantic energy, it's the energy of being playful and open to new opportunities. If you're partnered, if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, you want to get married, bring lightness and emotional honesty, no secrets. Children reflect your emotional landscape. So if you have children, they're going to show you, they're going to be your mirror. Learn subject and encourage creativity. Travel to inspire your spirit, to fill your soul. Express yourself. Don't keep secret. Don't suppress, and make joy part of your daily ritual, your spiritual practice. This is a year that you can be childlike. Think what the child inside you want to do. If it's paint, go paint. If it's writing, go writing. If it's music, do whatever you feel your soul is asking you to do as creative. Now we're moving to personal year 4, the year of structure and stability. This is the year to stop and evaluate yourself. That's the time to build the foundation for everything ahead in the next 5 years. This year demands discipline. This is the time to stop and plan, focus, and practical effort required. It may feel slow, but I want you to pause because it's a deeply productive year professionally. Put systems in place and commit to sustainable growth. If you need to delegate, this is the year to build systems and delegate other people to do the things that you no longer need to do. In romantic partnership, it's going to be the year that's going to make your partnerships stronger through shared stability. If you're in a relationship and it's not working, that's going to be the year that you're going to see if it's a yes or a no. Family life requires being consistent, reliable, and doing things more logically than emotional. Ideal for long-term education. If you want to go, that's the time to start school. Travel should be minimal or structured. This is not the year really to travel. That's the year to plan. So don't get discouraged. Trust the process and stay true to your heart. Listen to your energy. Now, we're moving to personal year 5. Congratulations, the year of change and freedom. You're stepping from kind of a heavy year that is structured, year 4, to year 5, that this is a year of dynamic change. It's unpredictable and it's liberation, more freedom. It shakes up a stagnant energy. If you were stuck before, that's the year that's going to open up. Be wise about your career. Take risks. If you need to pivot and change, that's the time to experiment. Your flexibility will lead to new opportunities. So yes to everything. In relationships, expect unconventional dynamics. If you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, that's the year for being flexible, spontaneous, or take space. If you're parenting, that's the year to loosen up a little bit, not to do things because you control freak. Don't control. Allow your kids to be more independent. Learn through experiences, not just formal study. Be open to check things, evaluate things. Travel is really essential in this year to explore something entirely new. This is a year of flexibility to embrace the unknown. Don't focus on drama. That's not the year for drama and trauma. That's the year that you're going to be light, so you invite more growth, that it's easy and effortless. Let's change. Let's invite freedom. That's not the year to control and manage. That's the year to allow God to bring flexibility into your energy and the vibration. Now we're moving to personal year 6. Congratulations, the year of responsibility and bringing more compassion and love. This is called heart-centered year, and it's asked you to show up for family, community, and love. It's a time to commit yourself, to nurture and lead with care and compassion. Now, in business, you may take on more responsibilities because you want to be in service, especially in service-based roles. Relationships either deepen into lasting bonds or reveal your overgiving, and that's the time to find the balance. So that's the year to evaluate your relationships. Family time become really intense. You will need to be caregiver, help someone in your family, redefine your role. Maybe you have to set boundaries and communicate better. Going back to school, gonna choose things that are aligned with holistic healing, wellness, psychology, or anything nurturing to your soul. Travel, you're gonna be able to travel with people that you love and feel intimacy with, or return to meaningful places that before nurtured your soul. This is the year to serve, but keep your center intact, meaning not overdoing, not feeling burned out or overworked. Make sure you keep good boundaries and communicate your needs. Put yourself first, and at the same time be in service to your family and your friends and your community. Moving to personal year 7, congratulations. It's a year of deep inner work and reflection. It's a very spiritual year for me. Every time I see the number 7, I know we're stepping into year of spirituality, a deeply introspective year. It's less about doing and more about becoming your true self. You step back from the external year and focus on spiritual insight, emotional processing, and inner clarity. Your career may slow down, so I want you to be ready for it. And instead of judging and criticizing yourself, being really hard on yourself and looking to see what didn't work, I want you to pause and understand that's an amazing year for reflection, to see what's not working and move ahead with whatever was working. Internally, it's a time to refine your goals, your why, your mission, who you are. And that's the year that love depends depth and you being present. So that's why career gonna be slowing down. All the superficial dynamics gonna fade. Parenting will feel quieter. Quality over quantity really matters this year. So it's better to spend little time but make it quality. This year it's ideal for studying philosophy, psychology, spirituality, or anything that nurture your inner world to straighten you, make you stronger and more confident. That's a year that you're going to want to find your voice. So traveling alone or retreats to support the inner journey to find your inner voice and welcome space and stillness to do a lot of meditation, a lot of inner work, grounding work, prayers, finding your true self, soul-seeking year. Now that we finish with personal year 7, we diving into personal year 8. Congratulations. This is the year of power and achievement. So you say yes and move forward. This is not the year to be tired and relaxing and waiting. This is a peak year of visibility, leadership and manifestation. So make sure you're doing the right work, because if you plan ahead, this year going to be a peak year. You step into your authority and you claim the results of your past efforts. This is year 8. Professionally, it's a powerful time for expansion, recognition, and financial growth. That's the year that more clients gonna seek your gifts. If integrity is intact and you did the right work and you're doing everything from your truth, that's the year that you're gonna start making more money and picking up the fruits. In love, power dynamics may arise. Strong couples thrive in this year. Others may struggle with imbalance. So remember to balance yourself with spirituality. Model strength with humility. This is not the year for ego. This is a year to learn leadership, strategy, and financial literacy. So make sure you use this year to become the powerful leader that you are and share your gifts and say yes to all the opportunities, because each opportunity will open another door. This is a year to travel for purpose. If you're traveling, plan ahead and think, why is this going to help you to expand? It should serve your larger mission. Lead but stay grounded. And this is the year to tithe and give donation, 10% from whatever you're earning, because you're going to make so much more. Don't forget that. Tithing, it's the key. 10% master donation. Congratulations, we're moving to personal year 9, the year of completion and release. That's the year that we're ending a cycle. This final year in the cycle is about closure, surrender, and emotional release. I'm right now at year number 9, and I am releasing things, places, people that are no longer serving me, because I'm getting ready for next year and year number 1. That's the year to let go of what no longer serves you. The people, the limiting beliefs, the patterns, or any roles that are not you anymore. Basically, if you have an old story that's not serving you, please go to therapy, hypnotherapy, energy work, and let all these old stories go. I'm going through this process myself right now. It's a year for forgiveness, integration, and spiritual maturity. That's the year that sometimes if we didn't plan it ahead, we'll feel like people leaving, we ending things. Please make sure that you are knowing that everything is working for your highest good. When you're going through hardship, remember that God is leading you and new doors are opening. Right now, the old doors might be closing because you finished with them. They're no longer serving you. And everything going to happen for your highest good. Everything leading to a better year for you. Professionally, I recommend to finish what you started, because this is the year to complete things. In relationships and love, that ending may happen or deepen through shared growth. So if things were supposed to end in your romantic relationship, they will end. But if not, the relationship is going to deepen and you're going to grow together. It's a family time for healing and reconciliation. So if you have unfinished business, please go through the feelings, do the forgiveness, and move forward. It's a powerful time to mentor other people, to serve, to reflect on your accumulated wisdom, share your gifts, be in service. That's a great year to travel, to transition, or say goodbye to people. Don't rush the year. Don't rush this chapter. It's a very essential chapter. If you need to let go of stuff, clean your home, that's the time to bring new energy. It's not sad, it's actually to honor the endings, because you're starting a new flow of energy. And congratulations to all the personal year numbers. We concluded that. I want to congratulate you. Now, flow with it. Don't fight it. Remember, if you are ready, everything is possible. So every time something comes up, pause, reflect. What's the lesson? What's more possible? And breathe in and breathe out. Sometimes the awareness brings a lot of answers and clarity. Every year brings its own rhythm and frequency. And when you understand where you are in your personal cycle, life begins to feel less like a struggle and more like a conversation. You stop asking, why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? And instead ask, I want you to keep this question on your phone, type it somewhere, write it on a post-note, put it next to you and ask, what is life inviting me to learn, embody, or release right now? I myself do it all the time. Think of it like this. If you are in a personal year number 2, let's say, for example, a year of patience, I said you're like a pregnant woman waiting to see the fruit. And this is a year of inner connection. But you try to push forward like it's a personal year 8 that you need actually go, full of high momentum and visibility. You will likely feel frustrated, drained, or blocked because things will not work for you like in number 8 when you're in personal year 2. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because your energy, your vibration is not aligned with the season you're in. So year number 2, remember, that's the year to watch, wait, go enjoy, go to spa, read more books, rest more. This is the year to take care of yourself. There is wisdom in the pause. Simple is genius, just as much as there is in the actions, in the pushing. Readiness plus opportunity equal timing. Here's something I always share with my people. Timing is not about external events. It's where your inner readiness meets the right outer opportunity. You are in charge of your energy. Remember, you can decide what energy you bring in. You might not be able to control the world around you, but you can choose to do the inner work. You can choose to heal yourself, to become more aware, to let go of what's no longer serving you, and to open your heart to what's more possible for you next. That kind of work creates space for synchronicity, for flow, for what some people call luck. But what we know is alignment. When you do the right thing in the right time, that's luck. That's when you feel like things flowing so easily and effortlessly. That's why I use numerology with all my clients, because numerology helps me to guide them when it's the right time. It's not about superstition or prediction. It's about creating a deeper relationship with yourself and the timing of your life. It is science. It gives language to what your soul already knows. It gives you answers. It reminds you that nothing is random. You're part of a larger rhythm, frequency, and you're allowed to trust it. That's when you start trusting yourself, because you are like, oh, I'm in the right time, right space. Let me give you a real example, a real life story. A client came to me feeling completely stuck in her career. She was burned out, uninspired, and questioning everything in her business. We uncovered this old childhood reprogramming that told her that she should play small. Once she released those beliefs, something started to shift. She felt more creative, more expressive, like she was finally coming alive again. Then we checked her numerology. She was in personal year 3, the exact year that supports visibility, communication, creativity. We were working with her through a personal year 2 when she was actually supposed to nurture her soul. Within few weeks, when she was in personal year 3, she was invited to speak on a podcast. A friend introduced her to a collaborator, and that shift opened new doors. She didn't even expect it, and she was ready. Now, the truth is that didn't just open randomly. She was ready. She had the awareness. She prepared herself. Therefore, she was aligned internally. And once she did, life responded to her vibration, to her frequency. It's not magic. It's frequency. It resonates. It's timing meets you when you're ready. Yes. Trust your timing. So here's what I want you to walk away with today. Timing is energy in motion. When you stop seeing time as something you need to beat or chase or rush, and instead start viewing it as something you can tune into. It's a power you can choose. You can plan. Life becomes softer, easier. You're like, you have these moments. More supportive and more powerful. You move from pushing to understanding, to aligning, from overthinking and frustration to trusting, feeling at home, from resistance to flow, to wow, I know what to do. And if you're wondering, but how do I know what timing? Right now, that's where numerology comes in. We can look at your personal year. If you need help, you can find your personal month, even your personal day, and we begin to understand what energy you're moving through in this very moment. That insight can bring a sense of direction, answers, peace, and you feel grounded in the moment. You stop feeling like you're all over the place, like there is a war inside your body because you don't know what's the right direction to take. If life feels heavy or stuck, don't rush to fix it. Sometimes it's not about pushing harder. Sometimes the answer is patience. Sometimes it's simply not the right time yet. And that's not punishment. It's protections. Growth often happens underground before anything blooms. Sometimes we have to step into this energy to become the thing that we want. If we're seeking love, the energy of love starts with us. If we are seeking money, we need to become the energy of money, align with this energy that we want. Let yourself be where you are. Align with your season. Clear what's no longer needed and serves you so you can step into the energy that you want and trust your moment is coming. God is always with you. You're never late. And when it does, you will be ready for it. Not just because it's the right time, but because you planned for it. You will be the right version of yourself to receive it. If this episode spoke to you, I would love to hear from you. And if you want to do your numerology personal year with me or your numerology map, feel free to reach out to revisit past episodes where we go even deeper into subconscious healing, intuition, and energetic timing. If you like a numerology session, you are welcome to schedule a session too. I would love to hear from you. I would love to see you and connect. Until next time, stay rooted in your rhythm, your frequency, connected to your heart and open to the wisdom of your season, your gifts. And remember, you're not behind, you're not too late, you're not too old. You're exactly where you are meant to be, learning how to move with time, not against it. I'm sending you love and light. See you next week. Thank you for being here.
If you're curious and want to dive deeper, you are in the right space. I ask you to look within for all the things that you want to do, be, and have. Join me at the Baggage Begun Healing Hearts and Minds podcast with new episodes every Wednesday as we discover the path towards healing and transformation.